This is Isaiah 32:9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shatir from the Chicago camp coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And the scripture was inspired by this article now in the New York Times, and I'm sure is made way through many news and media outlet publications. And it's in concerning Supreme Court confirms leak, but says text is not final. All right. And this is in regards to the overturn of Roe versus Wade. Now, to make a long story short, if you don't know what Roe versus Wade is, it's basically a bill that allows women to get an abortion. But this supposedly leaked text, all right, is basically saying that it's going to overturn this decision. Now, through the spirit, I have my suspicions on what this is really going to do, but we're going to stay focused on uh I don't know if I want to say the more physical uh aspect of the whole thing, but this is going to be a huge turnaround for many women, especially you Israelite women. Okay, because for far too long, women have been using children as a means of comfort, something to make their lives better. It's not saying all women, but the majority of you women use your children as a means to make yourself financially better, whether it be through government support with food stamps and Section 8, link, child support. For many of y'all, you don't care about the children. They're just merely a means to a lifestyle of comfort, or at least as much comfort as you can get at your status in life. Okay? Or as society calls it, the broke bitch hustle. Now, what this bill is going to do is if they said that you can no longer, all right, delete your children, okay, this means that there's going to be a lot of behavior that's going to be cut down on. A lot of reckless behavior is going to diminish, because right now women have the liberty to do whatever they want to with the backup and assistance of the government by giving them benefits while at the same time not holding them accountable for any of their actions. In this case, being able to randomly just sleep around with any type of guy that they want, and all they have to do is take a pill or go to a clinic, or in the worst case scenario, some of them do it themselves. Now all of that is about to change. That's why we read in Isaiah 32:9. Let me read that again. "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear to my speech." All you women that have been comfortable out there using your children as a means of comfort, all right, those days are going to come to an end. It says, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women." Why? Because the outlets that you had before will no longer be accessible, particularly this one. Imagine what a generation of women who have lived recklessly and comfortably. Imagine what is going to happen to this group of women that now have to be held accountable for just recklessly just sleeping around, allowing any guy to just dick them down. Because that's what you have happening today. Imagine what's going to happen when women actually have to be responsible. All right. When you have a child by a man you don't want and he don't want to be with you, and now you can't get government support. Now you can't abort that child. Uh-oh. See, now we have a different perspective. Now we have a decision that many of you women will now have to own up to. Now you're going to have to prove how strong and independent you are, because you won't have a man, okay? And you won't have the government to back you up for deleting a life. This is why you women are going to be troubled, because the game is going to change. It's changing right now, but it's really going to change when this is actually final and passed into law. It says, the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. It says, tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Basically, you women should be scared. You should be in an uproar. You should be protesting. Because many of you women have bitten the apple of feminism, and you all are totally about, it's my body, it's my choice, okay? And that I'm a woman and can't nobody tell me what to do with my body. If I don't want to have children, I should have the option to not have children. But yet you want to be sexually liberated and free. The game is changing right before your very eyes. It says, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. It says, they shall lament for the teats, the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. You women are going to wish for the old days where you could be reckless. I mean, some of you will still be reckless, but you might just be more careful about it, so we'll say. But for a lot of you women, you're going to wish that you could get back to the prime days of feminism, because believe it or not, it's on its deep feminism is on its decline now. But many of you women will wish for the prime days of feminism, where you pretty much couldn't even whisper anything bad or say anything that will upset a woman about her being sexually liberated and free and equal and being able to have choice. You're going to wish for those days strictly because you all are rebellious and out of order, especially you Israelite woman, because you were given a standard to live by. These other women, these other nations of women, yeah, they're out of order, but it's to be expected. Okay. They were not given the same standard to live up to like you women were. You all were given the law, and therefore you have to be held to a higher standard. Okay, as the scripture says, this law was to be your wisdom and sight throughout all the nations. Where does it say that at? We do cite all nations, which is true, because other nations were supposed to see how you all lived how you women conducted yourself was like, hey, you know what? Man, these there must be something to the way they're living and the way these women do things because it seems to profit them very much. And I really need to get this. So let me put it on pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I found it. Deuteronomy 4 and 5. It says, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Right? So you Israelite women, you, because you were given the law, okay, you were supposed to be an example. You were supposed to be the ones to set the standard of what is righteous. Now you're just like the average everyday heathen. You all were supposed to be better. You all are supposed to be better. Because if you all were, see, we wouldn't have stuff like this. This wouldn't even have to be a so-called controversial topic. But see, that you all did not want to cleave unto the law to be an example of to women of other nations. Now this is what you have. You have something that's going to completely change the game on how you all live. And quite frankly, I can't wait. Because just like many of these wicked, evil niggas out here that have been living good for too long, hey, I can't wait to see what's going to happen to you wicked, evil women that have been living good too long. This is about to be a huge game changer. So that's all I wanted to say on this. I hope you all were edified. Until the next time, we're going to say shalom.